Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for urgent love messages that you need to hear right now. Right now. So we're going to have a look and see what's coming through. So we have these 4 beautiful piles. Whichever one you are most drawn to is going to be the one for you. So we have group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. Now you can pick twice or 3 times if you wanted to, because you may be drawn to more than one. That's totally fine. The timestamps will be down below in the description box, so you can go there, you can click on it, check out your reading. Also, I just wanted to mention that if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. Private paid reading information is also down below as well, and they're done within 12 to 24 hours with me. And the last thing I wanted to mention is intention manifesting items are on my website, so if you are interested, the entire review section is there as well, because thousands of people have seen results with the items. There's bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, your wallet or your purse. There's also intention pouches as well for, and there's so many intentions as well. So there's love, twin flame, soulmate, reconciliation, protection, career and success, manifest your wishes, there's healing, so there's so many intentions, and there's items in each of those categories. And the candles are also back as well because they were sold out. So now they're back, which is lovely to have. And yeah, there's so many candles here as well, which are handmade, hand poured. They are safety tested and they are plant-based as well. So if you're interested in seeing how they are, check out the description box below. Also have this twin flame candle as well. So yes, they are pretty special and spectacular. And yeah, there's loads of other items as well, including love bracelets and love pouches, things like that. Okay, so we are going to have a look and see what is going on and what messages I can also give to you as well. So actually I'm just going to put my candle here. I might light it. Should we light the candle? Let's light the candle and see what is happening. Okay, so we're going to start first of all with group 1. I'm going to light my candle first because I feel like it. There we go. Just think it's very sweet. A little candle of hope. Just a little candle of hope. All right. Oh, it's so bright, but it's like a little candle of hope. Okay, so we're going to start first of all with group 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other groups to the side, and there's nothing hazardous that could get in the way of the candle, which I think is also very important. It is quite bright. It's quite intense, but actually, do you know what? It's this little candle of hope that I keep seeing. Alright, so we have got here group 1. Da 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 da. Alright, so group number 1. This is your reading with urgent messages that you need to hear right now. I know the candle is really bright. It just comes across as very bright on camera, but it's this little candle of joy. It's a little candle of hope, and it is an intention candle. So we're bringing in the love energies here for you. So I just wanted to mention that the candle is available on my store as well, and people have actually seen real results with how this has helped in their real life as well. So you can check out the link. You'll be able to see everything there. Okay, so, well, everything's down below. All right, so urgent love messages that you need to hear right now. So let's have a look. So if you have a specific person in mind, this is from them. Okay, so the main message here is, oh, look at this. It is, I love you. I love you. There you go. Okay, so that's your first message. Now, that is very significant for so many reasons. First of all, this person does have love towards you. They really feel a lot towards you. And they also feel extremely connected. I've got a bunch of cards here, which I'm just going to go like this with. Look at that. We got loads of cards to look into. So let's get started and see where we're going. First of all, we'll start with tarot. Oh my goodness, look at that. I really feel that many of you are going to have a family with this person, you're going to settle down with this person, you may get engaged to this person, you may marry this person. I really feel here that there is a long-term partnership with this person, and it may take a journey to get there, but the Ten of Pentacles here is about commitment, stability, relationships, and the long term. Long term, this is very, very stable. So when we see this message, it makes sense that this card has come through. We also have here the Nine of Cups, which is a big desire of yours manifesting. So many of you have a desire in which you really want things to progress with this person, right? You can feel it. You can literally feel it in your soul that there is something really, really powerful here. And that's really what I'm seeing in so many ways, is that there's just this sense of just knowing that this is the right person for you. And that is very, very powerful. Let's just be very honest about that. So that's really what we are, yeah, for sure, what we're picking up on right there. So it's a very powerful energy, to say the least, for sure. Okay. Wow. So the urgent love messages here are basically, don't freak out. Things are going to fall into place slowly but surely as time goes by, little by little. Things are going to happen, things are going to manifest, things are going to progress. Try not to panic. Try not to panic. I know it's easy, and it's, as you know, it's hard, right? It's hard. It's hard sometimes not to panic, but that's the thing, is that things are going to naturally come together, things are going to naturally progress, and you'll find yourself feeling so much more happier and much more joy. See, look at that, the Knight of Cups. Okay, Knight of Cups is literally an energy of them expressing themselves to you, coming towards you, being like, hey, I really, really do love you, and I want to be with you. And slowly but surely building that bond, that really, really strong bond in the connection, where you just feel so connected, and yeah, really connected to the point where you just know that, okay, this is the person, right? This is the person, this is what it's going to be. And things like that. So Knight of Cups is them coming towards you. So what I feel here is that if you feel like you need to do everything towards them, actually let them come towards you. I think that's a really key component of everything. If you feel like you always have to do everything, it can be so disempowering at times, because then you feel like you have to do everything, and that doesn't feel good, right? So that's really important. See, Emperor, let them come towards you. They are going to work their way towards you. Okay, if you're wondering about a soulmate, someone that you don't really even have in your life, I just feel like this is important, that your life partner is going to come into your life. You're not going to have to run after them, chase after them, pursue them to the point where you get so sick and tired of it. All you have to do is do you, take care of you, and the universe will shape itself around you, will bring you that joy, that guidance, that happiness that you so rightly want and deserve. You want it, right? You don't need to do it all. That's a really important thing, because some people feel like, I need to do it all, I need to be the one literally doing everything. That's not true. If you feel like you have to do it all, it can be so disempowering to you. It can feel so frustrating. It can feel so upsetting. You know what I mean? And that is not it. That is not it. So, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, and the Sun. Alright, so what this shows here is that this connection is a work in progress. Things may be a bit slow, but you don't have to chase after it all the time. You don't have to be the one doing it all. If you feel like you're the one doing it all, it can feel so upsetting, frustrating, and just so challenging. Instead, let things naturally come together and let them come to you. The Sun is very important too, because the Sun literally does represent such a powerful energy of joy, happiness, and beautiful events in your love life taking place. You're not going to be left out of a relationship. You're not going to be lonely for the rest of your life. That's another very important message, and that you are going to have true love. And that's really important. True love comes from detachment, which is just letting things be, letting things naturally come together, being okay with how things are right now, even if it's not okay. It's just like trying to get through that sort of, notion of not always having to do it all. I think that's really important here. Okay, so let's see some messages here. So for those of you that have a specific person, these messages can really, really zone into what they're thinking. Actions, intentions, feelings. Okay, let me just go like this. Okay. We have here, you really are the best thing that has ever happened to me, right? This is the kind of relationship that we see where they just know that you are the best thing that has ever happened, and there's no contesting that, okay? Absolutely no contesting that. There is no other answer, okay? I really do miss you a lot. So for those of you that are in separation, this is a message that shows that they do miss you, they do care, they have a hard time, I feel, expressing themselves and knowing exactly what to do and when to do it, if that makes sense. So that's another thing. This one here says, the thought of explaining myself and apologizing scares me. I don't want to see the pain I've caused in your eyes. So, you know, like I mentioned as well, some of you may feel like you have to do everything. You have to be chasing, you have to be pursuing, you have to be the one literally doing it all. And that is really not the case here. I feel like the more you need to do, the more it kind of just doesn't make them do as much. So it's really important to give them that space and time. And that's really, really important. Some of you may even think like, but are they going to do anything? You know, if I just kind of back away from this and sort of step aside, are they actually even going to do anything? And for a period of time, they may not. You know, they may be very quiet in their own shell, in their own bubble. As time goes by, they'll definitely open up to doing things, right? And I think that's really important here. So many of them here, okay, your person does feel bad, and really just the thought of the pain that they've caused you is just a lot for them to handle. But will they recognize and realize all of that? I think so. As time goes by, they will be very, very aware of that for sure. It's not going to be something that they can easily run away from. I've thought about taking a trip with you. So yeah, I've thought about going somewhere with you, a little trip, retreat, spending time together, which is obviously quite significant in many, many ways. You know, building up more of that bond. I want to dedicate a song to you. Okay, so there may be this sort of connection with songs, music, that the two of you have, which is really, really powerful and really strong. So that's another thing to really keep in mind, which I think is important. Let me just take a sip of my water. If anything else wants to come out, you know, today would be a great day. I'm not intentionally ignoring you. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, some of you feel like you need to do so much towards your love life. You need to like chase after the person, pursue them, go after them, do everything. Not entirely true. The more you feel like you need to do, the more it kind of works against you, right? It can make you feel upset, annoyed, frustrated, really challenged. So just know that they're not intentionally ignoring you. I just feel like for many of you, you've been through a tough situation with them, and they're not intentionally ignoring you. They just are kind of scared about how much pain they've caused you, and the thought of, you know, having to do all of that is quite an emotionally difficult thing for them, because they may have been, you know, going through trauma in the past and things like that. I've had this cough since last night, to be honest, so hopefully we can get through the reading, you know, but yeah, it's been a bit pesky since last night. It's very minor. It's a very, very minor cough. Okay, you are my true love, which, look, connects absolutely to this message that we have here, right? You really, truly are. Truly are. You truly are their true love. I really do love you. We have here, you will always have a special place in my heart. Right? These are messages that you need to know. floor. Okay, let me get the one on the floor. Off the floor. Let me get the one on the floor, off the floor. I replay our conversations. Yeah, I definitely feel like they think about the things that they've done, okay? And they feel bad about it. So, you know, they definitely think about things. I mean, if you're thinking they're just aloof, Moonlight, like there's no way they think about the things that they have done, the pain that they've caused, the sadness, the frustration. There's no way they think about these things. I'll tell you, way. There is way, okay? And the reason I say that is because they are not aloof to it. They absolutely know the pain that they've caused, and they are just not, yeah, they're not aloof to it at all. They know for a fact the pain that they've caused you, and that is the thing, you know, the thought of explaining myself and apologizing scares me, right? That scares them. And they replay conversations. They feel so bad about how things have turned out, that it's just difficult, okay? So then there's that. Now, if you are completely single and you're watching this, okay, and you haven't got anyone around you, let's say you're not in a situationship or anything like that, what I will say to you is that, like I see you having a strong, stable relationship, right? But I also see someone here who really does truly love you, and who genuinely, you know, is able to understand things, which is good, and emotionally be available to a certain degree. They may not have been in the past, but they've really grown and become much more aware of that, and slowly but surely, even though they're a little bit more sort of on the emotionally kind of not so available side, even with the Emperor is the counterpart to the Empress, right? So they still work together, they can still make it work, and I think that's another important thing to keep in mind. This one says, I miss everything about you. So we did have another card which was to do with missing, right? Unless I missed that altogether. I swear there was another card about missing. There we go. I really do miss you a lot. I'm reading this upside down, so I'm just telling you. There we go. I miss you a lot. I miss everything about you. You're my true love. I love you. So we're getting corresponding messages that really do tie everything together. And it's interesting, we got the white cards and then we got the more black cards. I keep thinking of like yin and yang with the eternal messages cards and the Mercury realms cards. And then we have this one, which is you complete me. So ultimately we do see and sense a completion with the 10 of Pentacles. This 10 of Pentacles here shows a romantic relationship. It shows fulfillment. It shows desire. It shows things coming together and things progressing in the right direction. That is so, so beautiful. It just goes to show you that there is so much more that is going to take place. So the urgent love messages here are, look, things are going to come together for you. Things are going to progress. Things will manifest for you in the right direction. It's ultimately also about not being the one to do everything. That is also very, very crucial, but I see strong, true love here. So that's very important to know. And I really hope this reading, of course, helped you. Now, if you want to claim the reading or let me know how it resonated, definitely do like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, comment down below if you do have some free time. And yeah. Definitely also, you know, if you wanted to, check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, the intention items, which are on my website as well, which thousands of people have seen results with. Everything is there. I also have TikTok and Instagram. If you wanted to follow me on there for more short readings, I am on there. The handles are down below, so the usernames for that. And yeah, I'll see you all very, very soon. All right, take care, group number 1. Right, so let's go to group number 2. Oh, it's so pretty inside. The candle looks so pretty. Okay. Oh, there we go. I got a little bit stuck. Alright, so group number 2, we're going to have a look and see what urgent love messages you need to hear right now. Right now. Alright, so we have got here your beautiful heart. Your very beautiful heart inside. So we have got your envelope as well, and this envelope message has the message of please take care of yourself. Alright, this is a very interesting message. So we're going to see what comes through with all of the other cards as well, including tarot and then the oracle messages and the other messages as well. Next to the intention candle, which is giving us some nice burst of loving energy and hope and joy, and is essentially bringing together lots of things in regards to love, but also removing some obstacles in regards to love. So if anyone's interested in the candles, they will be linked down below. Okay, so let's start first and foremost with tarot. I'm going to start by shuffling this deck. Let's have a look. Urgent love messages for group number 2. So we have, please take care of yourself, but in the grand scheme of things, what urgent love messages do we also need to support that? Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands, which I think is interesting, and the Magician. This is fascinating. I really feel here that for you, love will naturally come into your life when you are doing you, taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, and just letting things naturally happen. I don't think that you need to force love to come into your life. I don't think that you need to wait for it. In fact, waiting can just make you feel more agitated, emotionally more stressed, more frustrated, more annoyed, because then you'll be like, oh, why is it not here yet? What about now? What about now? How about now? It feels frustrating, right? Like you're just like, oh, well, why? So the Magician here is about your goals. It's about focusing on your goals, doing you, taking care of yourself. And naturally, this person in regards to love is going to come your way, want to work things out with you, progress towards you, make things move with you, especially with the Page of Wands. You know, strong fire energy here. There's just this sense of, you know, it being enjoyable, exciting, but also the Two of Wands here shows this aspect of like travel and connecting distance, right? So that's another thing as well. Some of you may have a person who is at distance from you, and I just feel here, honestly, you know, like there's an ability here to bridge that gap and to lower that distance, basically. So we see here communications, interactions, and just a lot of joy also in this aspect too, which I think is really nice to pick up on. Of course, let's keep going. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, see, Eight of Pentacles is really about like putting yourself first and just allowing things to naturally unfold without forcing things to happen. I think that's actually very, very important too. You obviously don't want to like force things to happen and then feel like, oh, just so emotionally overwhelmed, right? Yeah, see, the Four of Wands shows that a beautiful relationship is absolutely going to unfold for you. And that is the Four of Wands. A lot of you may be seeing 1111. You may be seeing a lot of ones like 1-1. Or, you know, Magician is also number 1 as well. So you may be seeing a lot of ones, repeating ones as well. And what that basically means is that you're on the right path in your life. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep working towards your goals. Keep putting yourself first. Keep doing all of the things that you love. And ultimately, things are going to progress and come together and give you so much more satisfaction, fulfillment, and joy. And that's really one of the biggest things that I definitely do see here, which I think is just really important and very, very significant, is that so much more is going to come through, so much more is going to progress, so much more is going to happen in terms of communication and them working towards you as well, and you not having to always do it all. Like, I'm not saying be lazy, you know, I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm just saying that you want things to be equal and mutual, right? So if you're always feeling like you need to be the one fixing things, doing things, chasing, running towards them, you know, that can be so invalidating sometimes too. So I would say the Nine of Wands here is also about doing the things that you love to do, right? When you're kind of doing you, taking care of you, loving yourself and the hobbies and the goals and the dreams you have, it can actually trigger the other person to come to you sooner. Yes, why? Because more of your energy is on yourself rather than love, 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 love. It's good to have energy towards love, but sometimes it becomes too overwhelming. It becomes too much attachment. And remember that the key to the law of attraction is detachment. The more you are attached, the more overwhelming and frustrating it can feel, and it can be so just overwhelming in the grand scheme of things. So that's a very, very important thing, yeah, to keep in mind. Page of Cups. Surprise! I think one of the most important love messages here is that love will manifest in your life when you least expect it. I think the more you have that expectation, the more it overwhelms you. But actually, it's going to come into your life when you least expect it, when it's not the thing that you are just holding on to 24/7. And that's the thing, is that it's going to manifest for you in divine timing. But It's not necessarily going to happen just when you feel like you need it to happen or want it to happen. It's going to happen in its own time frame. So trust the process, trust the divine, right? Take care of yourself, put yourself first, meditate, look after yourself, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, even financially. You know, try to work hard towards your goals. It's hard sometimes because, you know, everyone's in a different boat, but essentially what's really important is that's really what I'm seeing here in terms of the urgent love messages. Let's get some internal messages, because we may have some messages, especially if you have a specific person. These can really make sense. Let's get everything out all at once, because the thing is, what happens is then I can just start to talk about everything all at once. Sometimes repeating messages come out, so that's another thing. Ooh, you take my breath away. Alright. This one really just stood out. Probably because I could read it, you know, much more clearly. The other ones are a little more upside down. Well, it just caught my eye. You take my breath away. Okay. Let's get to the bottom of this. We've got here, it feels like something missing without you around. Alright. Right, so that's pretty significant. We also have here, I've been receiving your telepathic messages. So if you have a specific person, they are very, very well aware of your existence, okay? You're not out of sight, out of mind. They're not ignoring you. They're not trying to ignore you. They're not trying to necessarily run away. What I feel here is happening is that obviously the more you're focused on them, the more they are just kind of focusing on themselves, and they don't have the incentive to come towards you. The more you're focusing on your goals, you're taking care of yourself and you're putting yourself first, the more they are really, really triggered to come towards you and make something work with you. Okay, so that's another thing. That's why this message here is actually what's going to allow your love life to come together in the grand scheme of things. That is very important and also extremely, extremely significant, because ultimately that's a huge key component of everything in terms of the law of attraction as well, right? The more you do you, the more the universe shapes itself around you. It can bring you your outcomes and your desires when you're a lot more detached towards it and focusing on other things. So your outlook here really does matter. And so ultimately what I see here is that the more detached you are and taking care of yourself and putting yourself first, working towards your goals, they receive a lot of those telepathic messages that before maybe they were suppressing and kind of hiding, right? The other thing as well that I see here is that there's more of this missing energy, right? It triggers them to want to come towards you. We also have here as well, just wait on me, please don't give up on me. Okay, so it just goes to show here that, you know, they would rather that you were the one doing all of that work and, you know, wanting them and chasing them, but actually it's the reverse. It's the reverse that actually allows them to come towards you. This kind of energy, I feel, can actually keep you a little bit stuck. Why? Because if you wait for them, remember, you will end up waiting and waiting and waiting. When you wait in a situation where things are not reciprocated, you have the potential to delay things, okay? So that's why if they have told you, just wait for me, or you think to yourself, I'm just going to wait for them, don't wait for them. Take care of yourself, put yourself first, because that's what's going to trigger them to actually come towards you. Waiting for them, even if they have said that, or even if they haven't said that, is just going to make you feel worse, okay? And it can delay things. We also have here as well, some people don't want to see us together, but I don't care. Okay, so this is really interesting. Like, some of you may have like family who doesn't really approve of them, or you may have friends who don't really approve of them, or, you know, they may have family who doesn't approve of this connection, maybe because of certain factors, be it your upbringing, be it their attitude, be it religion, you know, things like that. But also I just feel here as well that they don't really care about that, you know, they really don't. They like you for who you are, but they're also much more triggered to come towards you when you kind of don't really do as much towards them. Interestingly enough, it's almost like they want you to do things towards them, but that keeps everything stuck. So it's about doing the reverse, interestingly enough. This one says, don't focus on who wants me, I want you. So basically they are telling you, don't even bother thinking about who else is out there for me in the grand context of things, or if you think I'm interested in someone else, because I don't want those people, I want you. Okay, so we also have here as well, I want to dedicate a song to you. So there could be something about songs between the two of you that you like, or that you've spent time, you know, singing together or dancing to. And that's another thing that I see here, is that they can dedicate a song to you in time. And I think the biggest thing here as well is let them come to you. Let them prove themselves to you. Do not wait. Do not sit there and wait and wait. Let them come to you. Okay? You can give them as much as they give you, but let them also put in some action and intention. Okay? We have here Snapchat. Now, some of you, you know, with social media, there could be something to do with Snapchat where you get a message or a follow, or they unblock you or something like that. If you don't have Snapchat, try not to worry too much about that message. It could also be to do with social media in general. We have here, I see the rest of my life with you, so they definitely do see a romantic connection here. By the way, what I think is really interesting as well is that you will have a very happy, healthy love life in terms of a marriage, commitment, stability, security, but it also happens when you're not, it's not the only thing on your mind, you know, it's not the only thing. If you're so desperate for it, then oh my goodness, you know, that is an energy that is just hard. It is a hard energy. It is a tough energy. Then we have here, I get jealous. So they do have a tendency to get jealous, okay? They see you with someone else. Uh-oh. Literally. So that's what we have there. They have a tendency to get jealous. I would wait for you forever. Which I think is interesting, right? Because it's almost like they want you to wait for them, but then they're saying, I would wait for you forever. This person does seem somewhat confused. What I say again, do you take care of yourself and let them come to you, okay? Because this person can have a tendency to be confused.com. All right, so that's the thing, is that they also need time to like work on themselves, get themselves together, and really know exactly what they want as well, which they do want you. But again, like I said, they're confused, you know. We also have the message of like, some people don't want to see us together, but I don't care. And then they want you to wait for them, but then they're telling you they would wait for you. Like, you know what I mean? So you may be getting mixed messages and signals from this person. And one thing I will say is this, okay? We go back to the first message that we got for your group reading, which is take care of yourself. Is that the exact phrase? Please, okay, yeah, please take care of yourself. Because that is the key, okay? And then we also have here, you take my breath away, yeah, which is the last message and last card. You come across to them as very attractive and genuine and kind and caring, and really, really just such a lovely person that they find you they find you as a breath of fresh air. You are not like other people that they have come across. You are not like, you know, a lot of people who are just, you know, they come in and they go and they disappear. And, you know, you are very, very loyal. And you also have a lot of empathy and a lot of kindness, which in this day and age is a little bit more difficult to find, you know, romantically. So they are very aware of that. So I think that that's really something for them to think about as well, you know. So those are your urgent love messages. So of course, if these resonated with you, or if you want to claim this particular reading, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, comment down below if you have a bit of time, and do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on my website as well. The candles are on there, but also the bracelets. There's even more affordable items on there as well. So you know, everything is there, but also there is the TikTok and Instagram if you want to follow me on there for short readings that I post on there every single day. So yes, these items thousands of people have seen results with, but if you wanted to follow me on TikTok and Instagram for free, the free other readings that I do, check those out as well. The handles and the usernames for those are down below. Alright, so group number 2, have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. I hope to see you soon. And we go to group 3. Group 3, set us free. Set us free. Alright, group 3, let's have a look and see what messages we have for you, urgent love messages that you need to hear right now. So we have here your purple sparkly heart, And we also have the envelope message, which says this: I need space. Okay, so if you are in a bit of a situation right now, this may just be the reading for you. And we're going to have a look and see what is coming through. All right, so we're going to start first of all with tarot, and then we're going to go down to these other cards. We also have the candle lit for some lovely, loving energies, warding away the negative energies and bringing this boost of love into the reading. If you did want to purchase one of these or more, they are in the link is in the description box below for the intention candles, which are handmade. Okay, so we have got here the Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Okay, you know what this is honestly, there seems to be a recurring theme going through all of the readings that I've done so far for this video. And that is letting them come to you, right? The High Priestess is about giving space, not holding on too tightly, you know, allowing things to naturally manifest and progress, and ultimately letting people come towards you where you're not the one like doing everything. Because if you feel like you are doing everything, it can sometimes just feel really overwhelming, upsetting, frustrating, challenging, and just not so great, right? So I think the biggest thing here that I'm picking up on in this entire scenario and situation is, do you take care of you, and life will shape itself around you. The High Priestess literally is about spirituality, putting yourself first, embracing yourself. And you know, the High Priestess really honestly doesn't care about what other people think about her. Why? Because she's the High Priestess and people respect the High Priestess. And I think that that's one of the biggest things, is that the High Priestess also has just so much like self-respect and care towards herself. I'm not saying that you don't have that towards you, but definitely living in this energy of the High Priestess, whether you're male or female, and putting yourself on the pedestal of your life instead of putting other people on the pedestal of your life is definitely so much more beneficial. Because you know, that's not to say that you need to have like an ego, because that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that a lot of you have always put other people first above yourselves, and it's always hurt you and frustrated you and upset you that that's what's happened. And I really feel here, especially with the High Priestess, is putting yourself first, taking care of yourself, doing you is actually one of the best things that you truly can do, because this is really helping so much more to kind of fall into place, where you can see who actually cares, who's actually willing to put in effort and work towards you, and who isn't. So this is really, really important. If someone has asked for space, or you're in a separation with someone, give them space. Give them space. Do you, take care of you, and in many ways as well, you know what's really significant is that they can come back around. Why? Because if you give them the space, that triggers them. They're like, oh, you're giving me space. What? You don't even have to tell them. You don't even have to show them. But that triggers them to come back around, because they start to see you as the stronger one. And they then start to feel like, oh, maybe it was me. You know, maybe it was something I said. Okay, I said all of that. So now I need to go and fix things and make things right. Okay, so the thing here is that if you're in a separation from someone, or something didn't quite go right, and it really bugs you and frustrates you, then the most powerful thing you can do is do nothing. And nothing in the sense of nothing towards them, right? The most powerful thing you can do is everything for yourself, and I guess, you know, nothing in that area where you're giving them that space, right? And in giving that space is detachment. Detachment is the key to the law of attraction. It brings everything closer to you, and it repels all the stuff that isn't good for you away from you. In the context that essentially it allows you to feel more healed within yourself. It allows you to focus more on yourself and put yourself first in a better place, which allows them to come towards you. Basically moving forward, healing and looking after yourself during this process and giving them space, what that actually does overall is that triggers them to come towards you in time. I'm not even kidding. Like, it does the complete reverse, right? And you might think to yourself, but if I let things go, like, that's it, like, they're gone. No. That's why you see a lot of people from the past return when you've moved forward. It's so true. So this is what I'm really saying here. Now, for those of you that really don't want a past person in your life, what I do see and sense here is that you know, there may be someone around you who perhaps wants space, or someone that you may meet who who wants a bit of space. And what I would say to that is it's okay to give space. It's okay for them to kind of figure out what they're feeling, how they're feeling, and things like that. Try not to get too overwhelmed by that, because some people just need a bit of time to digest things, right? It's a little bit like sometimes when you're painting something for a while, you need to kind of take a bit of a break from painting it and just kind of step back, come back, you know, after a bit of time and look at it again with fresh eyes, you know, because sometimes that is necessary and that is needed. And I think that that again is also really, really important as well. Space is very healthy actually in certain relationships too. Like, I think that's really important to keep in mind. So I do see progress. I do see a lot of happiness, because the Magician literally does show that as well. Okay, we go from the 1 to the 2 in the major arcana. So we've got the Magician, which is communication, which I do see much more of coming your way. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is also about happiness and joy and fulfillment, and just so much more progressing your way and feeling so much happier and stronger and more uplifted. Queen of Pentacles is really, really strong, because the Queen of Pentacles literally does represent such a powerful energy, which is to do with you feeling so much more secure and so much happier and so much better. The Queen of Swords again is about bringing that power and victory and strength to yourself, doing what is truly, truly like best for you. So I think that that's again just so, so vital. It's almost like they need to figure themselves out, but I don't believe that you need to like sit there and figure them out, you know. That's not you. Like, you have to do what's best for you, and that actually triggers them. The stronger you are, they get triggered to come towards you and to communicate towards you and progress things with you and make things work. You've got 3 queens here, okay? So emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, okay, it's really important that you do you. And especially with the Queen of Cups, like, the more self-love you have within yourself, the more you fill up your own cup, the more likely they are to come towards you with a cup that's actually full. If you are just waiting for them, your cup really isn't full, right, in the grand scheme of things. So when they come to you, they may not come to you with a full cup. But this triggers them to actually work on themselves, get themselves together, and know that you deserve a full cup. So this is about embracing yourself and not being afraid of what you actually need. So the 11-11, the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is also kind of known as the 11-11 card. This energy is really, really significant. Why? Because this goes to show that a lot more things are going to manifest for you. You're on the right path in your life. May not feel right, may not feel good, but remember, the most important thing here is that things are working in your favor and things are coming together. Just may not feel that way right now, but there is definitely a lot of progress that I am sensing, and there is a lot more that is going to manifest and progress for you as time goes by. Now, the most important thing that I see here is that you are on the right path, which means that this connection does have potential to come together, but it also happens as a result of just honestly putting yourself first, which will trigger them spiritually to come towards you. The more they feel like you are growing and you are stronger and you don't need them in your life, what's really interesting is that the more they want to come towards you, which I think is quite fascinating, and the more they are actually working on themselves to then be your counterpart to a mature degree. Okay, we have these 2 people, one in blue, one in red. Okay, so like 2, you know, like the magnets that you see like back in the day that were red on one side, blue on the other side, then you have another magnet which is red and blue, and then the red and the blue, they attract. That is what I'm seeing here, because you've got the blue, you've got the red, right? I think that that's really fascinating, because that just goes to show as well that there is this vital and crucial attraction here, where things can really progress and come together, which I think, again, fascinating and wonderful stuff. So let's have a look at the message cards. I thought about surprising you with a date. Okay, let them come towards you. I've been feeling your presence around me. Let them feel it, okay? The more you are detached, the more you're doing you, the more they are triggered to do things towards you, to make plans, to come towards you, right? The more you're waiting for them to come towards you, the more you can just feel like, why are they not here yet? You know, it just feels overwhelming. Basically, there's a recurring theme that's happened between all 3 of the groups that I've done so far, which is quite fascinating in itself, and it's clear that these are messages that I feel like, you know, everyone across the board has to somehow learn and listen to. So if you wanted to check out those other 2 readings before this one and you felt drawn to one of those groups, feel free to do so. I've been manifesting our connection. Okay, so they have deep down been thinking about you, because I do feel like you have been putting yourself first to a degree as well. You know, you haven't just been completely waiting for them, but some of you are tempted and some of you are unsure whether you should wait or not. You kind of go between the ideas of like staying and going, you know. I never meant to hurt you. It wasn't you, it was me. So they've caused you pain, they're starting to understand that actually, you know what, you're not really the culprit here. You're not the one that's making things difficult. It's actually them. They are making things difficult. They're making things hard. They're starting to recognize and realize that. So let them recognize and realize that. That's what I would say. And then we've got here, I'm going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. So obviously it just goes to show here, let them do it. Let them come towards you. Yep. Let them do it, right? Mercury, Realms edition cards making a post about you. So they may make like some subtle posts on social media where they post like some really soppy quotes or some interesting quotes, and it could be in relation to you, but in a good way. So I feel like that's really important. It could be something like, you know, you never realize what you've got until it's gone, and things like that. Like I think, you know, some really interesting some interesting things in that sense, you know. I'm not used to the love you give me, which is quite significant, right? Because they do need to figure themselves out and come towards you. So let them do that. Let them come to you. Now we have here the love messages. Let's see. Oh, got a lot there. Okay. We've got, I miss your laugh. Okay, so there are aspects that they really do miss about you. I want to feel your lips on mine. So there's, you know, this intimate kind of energy also flowing through as well. Then we have got here, nothing compares to your smile. So they clearly just really like your smiles, your smile, your lips, your laugh, which is interesting because this is all to do with the throat chakra energy, right? Laugh, lips, smile. All of it, throat chakra energies, which I think is quite fascinating as well. So that's another thing. And also we've got the Magician, which is Mercury, right? So again, throat chakra energies, and that is blue, which we have a lot of blue actually in your spread as well. So they really do like your smile, they like your laugh, they like your presence in general. And also they said, I want to feel your lips on mine. So again, very intimate energies, right? They do think about you intimately. I'm sorry for everything. So look, I do feel that they will also be sorry in the future about the pain that they've caused you. I dream of you every night. So they do get a lot of signs and synchronicities. But they also need space, right? They sometimes feel confused. You are my everything. So look, they do feel a lot towards you, but they are somehow also confused. Yes, there we go. I'm scared to reach out, right? So they do get scared. They feel a lot towards you, but they also get scared. Why? Because they're not used to that love that you, where is it? Oh, there it is. Here, this one. I'm not used to the love you give me. I feel like they've just been conditioned from a child that, you know, this is a lot, and that, you know, it can be so overwhelming for someone who from their childhood has just felt very uneasy in regards to that and not perhaps been treated in this way. And so you come into the picture, you're giving them so much, they feel like, oh my gosh, this is too good to be true, you know. This one says no one could ever compare with your beauty, so they do find you very, very attractive. Okay, whether you're male or female, I know we have 3 queens and the high priestess, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, okay? I don't read genders, I read energies. And then we have, I will never love somebody the way I love you. So let them come to you, right? Let them digest everything, understand it all, and come towards you. So this is your reading, group number 3. Of course, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items which are on my website as well, which you can check out, which have thousands of 5-star reviews. Everything is down below for that. But yeah, if you claim this reading, let me know. Let me know. And also just wanted to mention as well that I do have TikTok and Instagram. If you wanted to follow me on there, feel free to do so. I post short readings on there every single day, so feel free to check those out as well, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Alright, so let's go ahead and move to the next group. Last group, last but not least. Think pink. Alright, so group number 4, let's have a look and see what is coming through. Urgent love messages you need to hear right now. So we have the candle lit for good energies and good vibes, bringing in that loving energy. And we also have here your pink heart, which you've chosen with the envelope message, which says, let's have a look. It says, I'm thinking of getting back together. Okay. Now, the thing here is this is quite a universal message, because for those of you that have never really been with this person to begin with, what I'm seeing is that someone here is thinking about like getting together with you, right? And that's really the thing, whether it's someone from your past or it's someone new, someone wants to get together with you. And that is really the biggest thing that I'm seeing, is that there is this sense of wanting to make things work with you, wanting to progress and accelerate a relationship with you, which I am seeing here. So that's obviously a really big sign that we're seeing. Someone wants to get with you, like be with you, commit to you, kind of a vibe. So let's have a look and see what tarot tells us, and then we'll go to these other message cards which I have aligned for us. Okay, so there you go. There you go. There's the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups really resembles this sense of someone wanting to build a life with you, wanting to be with you, wanting to express themselves to you, and really just knowing that you are the person that they want to be with, that they want to spend their time and their life with, that they want to spend their happiness and their joy with. And the Ten of Cups is so, so beautiful. You've got the pink in there and the blue. It's just so harmonious and loving. It's just such a like warm energy of joy and love and happiness. Three of Wands also shows that they still are taking a bit of time, you know, in terms of making all of this happen. But the Knight of Wands here really shows that they're going to, for sure, be very eager to make things work with you, because also they don't want to lose you, and they do want to progress things with you and make things happen with you as well. So I definitely see that there is this sense that of them wanting to do a lot more and wanting to make things happen a lot more with you and progress things a lot more with you. So that is also something that I do see here, where they do want to genuinely progress things. So I think that that's quite significant. We have here the Emperor. We also have here the Moon as well, which is obviously quite significant. So this shows that whatever's hidden right now in terms of like their thoughts and their feelings, and perhaps them not actually telling you this right now and showing you this right now, they're going to do so in the future, because the Moon actually shows cycles and phases, right? So they're not telling you right now how much they care about you. That's because they are still yet to do it, and they will. So the Emperor here shows them taking action, coming towards you. And the strong thing about the Ten of Cups here as well is that they're going to be making the moves. We have here a very strong Pisces energy and a very, very strong Aries energy. So I thought I'd just mention that with the sort of signs, but don't worry if the signs don't align. It's mainly the messages here that I am picking up on, which obviously are quite strong. Let's get another tarot card, and then we'll move on to these more message card style of cards. Wow, someone really like wants to be with you, and they're just, you know, finalizing little bits and pieces in terms of like what they're thinking about and how they want to come forward. So yeah, look at that. Star is about the stars aligning. It's about things coming together. It's really about, you know, how they want to make things move with you, how they want things to progress with you, and things like that. So they're starting to just realize what they want in their life, and they're starting to just think like, oh, you know, why am I holding on to all of this, you know, these things that haven't been going right in my life when I could be trying to make other aspects of my life right. So I feel like they've just been holding on to like a lot of excuses and things like that, and they're actually starting to recognize them as excuses, believe it or not. You know, of course there are things that they have to work through and things like that, but they're recognizing that sometimes they just make excuses for themselves, and those are things that they are now willing to slowly but surely let go of, which I think is obviously really important. If you can hear like a storm outside, that's because there's a storm outside. I thought I'd just mention that. So yes, see, they're willing to let go a lot more of the things that they were like really resisting, right? Resisting to like let go of. And so now they are much more in a position where they feel like, you know, why am I holding on to all these things? It's just causing me more pain, it's causing more sadness, causing me more frustration. Like, I don't want to feel like this, you know. So they're starting to recognize that they don't want to feel like this, and they just want to feel better and happier. And that, I think, is obviously quite a significant thing too. So that's really important, and yeah, very vital. So let's go ahead and go to the message cards. There we go. Look at this. Okay, hold on a second. This one actually just fell on top of the other cards, but This one says, I do think about the future, and when I do, I think about you in it, right? That is literally it. There we go. That is literally what we see right there. They're just kind of finalizing a little few details here and there. They may even be asking, you know, their family and things like that. Like, you know, yeah, you're trying to basically get approval as to, well, not approval in that sense, but more so also just asking, like, what do you think about this idea that I have in terms of going forward towards you, and making things happen, you know, kind of this energy of like, I've been thinking about it and things like that. So that's what we see there. Then we have here, I am not blind to the signs, I do see them. So, you know, we have got this energy here of them seeing signs and synchronicities and definitely not being blind to them. That is for sure. And then we also have here, you really have been by my side. I see that, I do cherish you for that. So that also just really, really honestly does go to show the fact that they have sensed that you're a loyal person, that you're kind, you're caring, you're genuine. You know, you're just not someone that would like easily give up on someone, but also at the same time, you are strong, you're confident, you've got a lot going, you know, towards you. You're not like codependent on them, you know, that kind of vibe. I know you've been right, I'm trying to forgive myself. So yeah, this person just knows that you, when you do things, you're right about things, and that, you know, that is a very strong aspect to things for sure. So that is definitely what we have there. The main thing here in terms of urgent love messages is that they do see a future. It's just that they're taking their time to finalize everything in terms of how they can come towards you and what they can say. Okay, and they definitely have recognized that you've been right. Okay, so if you were trying to prove to them or show them that, look, we are right for each other, and they just kind of shut you out, ooh, realizations. Okay, or even if there's like someone around you and you've kind of been trying to, let's say, get their attention and they've just been ignoring you, now they recognize that perhaps you're right, there is something there. Okay, let's also get these cards. Right, so yeah, we already sort of talked about this one, right? Which is, I got mad at you for being right. You make me want to change for the better, which is really obvious from the reading, is that they know that you're very right, and that the decisions you make are also very correct as well. Your judgment seems to be very accurate. I mean, you may not always make the right decisions, okay, I just say that, but they know that the decisions you make are far more better than what they do, because they realize that the decisions they make actually end up self-sabotaging things, and then they don't feel good about the decisions that they make. So then there's that. So yeah, they just feel like your decisions really have been correct, and they're starting to now recognize that they need that kind of energy and that support in their life so that, you know, it can benefit them in many ways too. I am scared to let my guard down. So yeah, they're just taking a bit of time, obviously. I don't really recommend like rushing over to them and trying to get them to open up about this. And the reason for that is really because they need to process and digest a lot of this information by themselves without you trying to do it for them. I think that that's really important. So a bit of patience, a bit of time is necessary so that they can figure all of this out on their own, come towards you on their own, figure this all out on their own, do what they need to do on their own. I think that that's really important. Then we have here, nothing compares to your smile, which is quite significant because, yep, they really do like your smile. They find you very, very attractive. You are everything I could ever wish for, which is again a reason why they want to make things work with you. They want to get together with you, progress with you, be around you, right? Like obviously a lot of this makes sense. I love being around you, so they recognize your energy is so, so beautiful, so powerful, and very, very genuine. Can't wait to see you again. So yeah, they may be making plans, you know, in the near future to see you, to progress towards you, and to make things work with you. So that is obviously a really significant and strong energy as well, which I think is really powerful as well. So yeah, I really hope that this helped you and just gave you lots and lots of clarity, in all honesty, because I just feel here, honestly, like let them come towards you, let them work towards you, let them progress towards you. It is obviously a process, and I think the biggest thing here is just letting them move towards you and come towards you. I think the more you feel like you need to do things, the more overwhelming and frustrating it can feel, and the best thing that you honestly can do is let them come to you. So that's it, you know, because ultimately they want to be with you and they just need a bit of time to process all of this information. So that is your reading, group number 4. Of course, if this resonated with you or if you want to claim the reading, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to comment as well if you wanted to, and do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, intention items which are on my website, which thousands of people have seen results with. You can see the review section on there. As that almost fell asleep. And also I have TikTok and Instagram if you want to follow me on there. I post short readings on there every single day, so definitely do check that out as well. The handles are listed down below, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye everyone.